handwritten German notes on really old yellowed paper. Any German folks out there? What does that say? What is this form for? Controlblatt cert. Führleitung. Führleitung. More importantly, what does this say? See, this is the type of thing that I mean, I'm gonna do what I want to do with the Unimog, but this type of thing is so cool. That's awesome. And I know this is just some random military guy in Germany, 60 years ago or whatever it is, but this it's cool. I know it's not like a famous person or anything, but that's some cool history right there. Handwritten notes in German. How awesome is that? This is the bracket for one of the chairs that our heroes would sit in. Chair bracket coming out. Yeah, it looks like they just put essentially carriage bolts in the wall in these in a place where I'm assuming you can fit them, like a wider opening, and then they'd slide that carriage bolt down and put a nut on it to secure it. Two more. I think you'll be able to see what I mean right here. Should have carriage bolts going through those rails. There we are. Whoa, I thought it would. There he is. It's Isaac.
I raced down the stairs. I was in my room with the door closed, and I was like, and I heard Mom, and she was like, "Papa needs your help." And I was like, "Oh my God, Papa needs my help." And I freaking fling the door off.
Oh, you wanted to help with the Unimog? Good. Look, see those two, like the bolt. Look that way. See the on the wheel on the arch thing up on the top. You got the bolts with the nuts right there. So look, the one on the right. Yep, that one right there is the one that's holding the shelf down. So I can't hold this side and that side, but they're spinning. So I need you to grab this, reach up in here. All you have to do is hold it like this. We might have to cut this off. That'll do. Let's just try it.
Okay, there.
Oh, it is gonna work. Here.
Oh, yeah, there are little like hooks on it.
All right, just slide that to me, and I'll put it on the ground.
It's just pretty. It's light, surprisingly.
I thought it would be heavy, but I think it's just because it was like bolted to the wall. It's funny how it's shorter on one side because they had to prop it up on this wheel. Got it? Maybe get no lower. Yeah, there you go. All right. Kind of push it to me. Yeah.
You think you got it?
I think I got it. Figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I'm caught. I caught on the ceiling.
Yep. Oh, that scared me.
It has. Yeah, you know what that means? No. I only know this because of the Land Cruiser, but that means that's like warning or like danger, sort of. So it's like a warning.
Yep. Oh, I see him. I'm
yeah.
gonna climb in there.
Yeah. It's good. You're the man for the job.
Yeah. That's why you needed my help. I'm awesome. I'm Spider-Man.
Spooderman.
Is that the Spooderman?
Spooderman.
Spooderman. Have you never seen Spooderman before?
Get under there.
Okay. Scrape in here. Okay,
Got it?
one's off.
Nice. Now you gotta flip all the way around. The other one's by your knee.
Awesome.
Jed.
I mean, I see a bit of a shake, but.
Here, how about you try to pick up on, and now we'll try. Oh, there's something.
There's some.
Oh.
You know what I wonder?
There it is.
There we go.
Ta-da! Done. All right. Just kind of slide it toward the middle, I think. Pick up. Come on. All right. Keep coming. Just like go up, pick it up, and then walk toward me a little bit. And now set it down.
Oh my god, ow. Leg.
See, you did it.
That hurt.
That's all right. You're tough. Nice. So way lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, kind of.
Really, I think most of it was just that it was bolted to the wall. All right, you want to crawl down the stairs here? And then help me spin this thing around. So it's also really short. Look how small it is when it's not in the mug. Whoa, geez, that's a big jump for you. All right, grab that side. Are you able to pick it up? Or just slide it, that works. All right. All right, now hang on, stay still. Let me, actually slide it a little bit more. All right, let me walk around.
I hate that noise. Oh, that hit my leg.
Ooh, wasn't ready for that. Good.
There it is.
Yep.
It's on.
Nice. You know what those are?
Cup holders.
No, they're for rifles. The guys would enter through that door and put their rifles right there. Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
And just, yeah, pull that sucker off. It should pop right off. Plank. And bring it up. Thank you.
Should I take this bolt off now?
Hello, Isaac's mom.
Whoa. Yep.
Let's do it.
Guess you did it. Yeah, both of us. I think I did most of it though. Mm-hmm. I bet you can use this.
closest to the back of the mog. Here, I'll spin it real quick. Tell me if you feel it spinning. On it. Got it. Now let's go to the second one. The one closest to the front of the mog on the other side of that leg. It worked anyway. Yeah.
I have to pick this up. This thing's big.
These wires are thick.
Now, can you cut them with the scissors?
Well, I probably won't do that yet. Let's try.
Where do we put the table down?
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh.
It's coming apart. Boom.
Yeah.
No. I see a crack in the middle.
It's sliding.
It's moving. It's shimmying
about
into
that?
your way.
Oh,
It was shimmying your way.
look in there now.
It's coming. Yep.
Oh, whoa.
Sliding all the way out. It's coming out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is probably the rustiest part of the box right here.
Yeah.
How much more of this is in there? The Defender might be in there. Was that radio box thingy on top? Is that what that was? That box, those wires?
Yeah. By the way, the radio box, the wires are attached to that.
To the one I'm pulling on, or the little one?
Yes. Actually, yeah. To both of them.
Working on it. It's pretty close to the fender there.
Let me do it.
It is super close to the fender. Oh, I felt it.
So then we're in the back. We can have a heat on.
We're gonna have a heater either way.
It's a good spot for it. It's where the other box was. I mean, there'd be a box right here, and it would make hot air.
Oh, there it goes. it's like the filter, like the vent part.
Got a bit of it.
Go ahead. Hey, hang on. What are you doing? Tell the people. What are you doing? What are you doing? So we got this laminate stuff. Isaac has been on the inside of the UNIMOG, taking the insulation, what's left of it out with the wire wheel. And I'm on the outside. I'm gonna try to start taking paint off. So I've been sanding. You can see all of the scratch marks here. Now I'm gonna use this epoxy paint remover, and to make this stuff really work, I use this at work. So I work in a place where we paint a lot of stuff. In order for that stuff to work right, we need to really scuff this up a little bit. I'm using a 120 grit with a vacuum orbital sander. This paint job doesn't need to be beautiful, and I don't even know what color I'm going with. We're a long way from painting, but we're gonna put some paint remover on this thing and put some plastic over top so that this can do its thing for the next few hours. And then we'll come back and we'll hopefully just scrape this off and it'll be bare metal. Now this door panel is gonna be kind of our test. So I'm gonna wipe this thing clean, and then we're gonna test this paint remover on this back door, and then we'll move to the rest of the UNIMOG if it goes well. You recording? So nothing too fancy. I just wanna get what I've sanded off of here. So you can see it's pretty dirty. I also don't even know what kind of paint the German military used. I know they ran the bejesus out of it though. There are runs all over this thing. But I don't know what kind of paint this is, and I really don't want to paint over top of it. A lot of it's flaking off, and you know, this is a 1963, so this paint is truly ancient. I'd rather just go from bare metal. Plus, if we go from bare metal, then we get to see what metal's good and what metal's not.
Ooh, it looks like glue.
It's thick like glue. Whew, doesn't smell like glue. but this stuff works really well. All right, ready? Here we go. Again, I don't know what this paint is really made of, so it seems a lot different than like normal car paint. I'm trying to get the paint off of this back door. The paint thinner worked a lot, but it's still like this paint came off, but then there's like green paint underneath it. Like, see this paint, and then there's this paint. So I might take the sander again and try to get some more of this paint off. Guys, I know a lot of people are going to worry about me using a wire wheel on something that I'm going to paint, a surface that I'm going to end up painting. Don't worry, I'm not looking for a show car finish on this thing. I just wanted to hold paint and to last a long time. And really getting the bulk of this paint off has really been a pain. That paint epoxy remover stuff is great, but it's really expensive, and it takes a long time to do its job. I know that the wire wheel can make sort of scratches and low spots, but we'll work it out. I know also the heat can sort of warp panels. This thing is far from perfect, and it's going to end up being far from perfect. I just want it to look good and be durable. That's it. So don't worry. I think we're going to make it right in the end. But for now, this is the best option I've found. I think that's going to do it for this video. It's getting really cold in my shop in Idaho in January. So as you can probably tell, I'm using these two back doors as sort of a test panel for how to remove this paint in the most efficient and effective way possible. So this paint job on the box of the MOG is actually pretty weird. It's bare metal, red primer, normal-ish automotive paint, a sort of olive drab glossy color right here, no clear coat, and then a top layer of this weird matte paint that makes up the sort of camo color. This color green, the black, the brown, all this is that top weird coating. When the paint epoxy remover gets a hold of this stuff, it turns into this, I don't know, it kind of reacts, turns into this like rubberized, almost like rubberized chassis coating. It's like this rubbery mess that comes off. it takes many, many rounds of the epoxy paint remover to really do its job and pull this stuff off. It does work eventually, but it takes a long time, and that epoxy remover stuff is very expensive. Looking at about 65 bucks a can. You can find that stuff at like Home Depot. I think Walmart might have it, but anyway, slow and expensive. So I've taken to using that stuff with a traditional sander. I've been doing 80 grit about, and I just started today using a wire wheel on a drill. So with those three together, sort of rotating those, sanding, paint remover, wire wheel, sort of cycle of that. We've gotten to this point right here. This side, I tried to go straight for the wire wheel. This had one round of paint remover on it, and then the wire wheel here, very tough. It is not like going through that thick outer camo layer. I'm not sure what that stuff is. Also, I don't know who sprayed that. I don't know if it was the German military in 1963 or if some contractor sprayed it, but they ran the hell out of it. There's runs all over the radio box. Not a big deal, but it is interesting. So just trying to figure out the best way to get this stuff off. I know that taking a wire wheel to it's not ideal. Hopefully you wouldn't take your automotive pride and joy to the body shop and they go at it with a wire wheel. But this is just a radio box on the back. There's dents on it that I'm not gonna fix. It's not gonna be perfect. So I think as long as I can get paint to look good and hang onto this thing for years to come, I'll take it. I'm not worried about it, and I'm not overly concerned that I'm using a wire wheel. As far as I'm concerned, if I can get this weird gooey paint off, I'll take it. Now, as far as what color we're gonna put on this, I have an idea, but I wanna hear from you guys too. And I want you, when you're thinking about this, keep two things in mind. One, I take this on, or I'm going to take this on, overlanding camping journeys, and I never wanna violate anybody's private property. I never wanna go on somebody's land or something like that if I don't have permission to be there. But as far as camping in places where it's not clear if camping is permitted or not talking about private lands, but a place where it's not clear, there's no postage as to if you can camp or not, and it seems like it may be a weird gray area, I usually err on the side of daring. I usually go camping and with the idea that I want to leave no trace. I definitely don't want to leave any sign that I was there. I want to be subtle, and I don't want to be seen. I want to be away from any roads. I just want it to be a non-issue because no one ever knew I was there in the first place. When you're driving a big monster like this, that's a little bit of a challenge. A good way to ruin that is to paint this something like a Ferrari red or a school bus yellow or something like that. I don't want a super loud color for the MOG. I want it to look good. I'm interested in an attractive color, but not one that draws attention and can kind of stick out at night or among trees or something like that. So item number two, my concern number two, when you're thinking about this, I want it to be a color with some character. I don't want it to be gunmetal gray. I don't want it to be black or white or any rental car color. I want it to have some personality about it. And with that in mind, I have an idea. I want to see what you guys think. Midnight purple. I'm thinking midnight purple. It's a dark color. That purple is not going to be a dead giveaway. It needs to have some light exposure to really give that away. As long as it's a dark color, it can kind of hide in the evening time. If people see it, they're going to see it. But I don't want it to scream visually through the trees. I don't want it to be a bright red or anything like that. Midnight purple is a very attractive color. Lots of personality. I've never seen a 404 in midnight purple. So I think that color looks awesome. If you don't know midnight purple, I'm assuming almost all of you will. It's black from most angles, and as you walk around it or is exposed to light from certain angles, you'll have a purple shimmer on it. So black with sort of a purple pearl overlay on it. So midnight purple would be awesome. I think that color would be as cool as we could get. So I'm thinking midnight purple. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. We are going to have a painting episode on this once it's ready to go. We'll paint this thing. We still have a long way to go. The interior of the box is cleaned out. So we're going to start, we're going to finish lifting the floor. We're going to input all of our camping stuff back there. I'm going to spray in spray foam insulation in the back so we can get it as warm and as watertight as we can. We're going to paint the outside, maybe midnight purple. What do you think? And we're going to do our engine swap. I still have to source our OM 606 or 617. Still kind of doing research on that. Leaning toward the 606, even though I know there's a bunch of difficulties and concerns that come along with that. So also let me know what you think, OM 606 or OM 617. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to The Forge. It helps me out a ton. I would love to do this more often, but my life is very busy. And until we really get the ball rolling with this channel, this is all I'm going to be able to do. So help me out, subscribe, like all those things, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for visiting The Forge. Bye.